Mythposter syndrome.
Hello and welcome to my series 5-Minute Guides, where we make digestible guides to get you into fights as quickly as possible. My name's Myth, and today we'll be discussing the Sortie boss, Dhartok. Dhartok is an amorph mob in the basement of Sortie. To gain access, you must get the Rekaznar E shard by killing its weaker counterpart upstairs in the A quadrant of Sortie. Dhartok is a formidable monster with 1,581 evasion. It has access to a potent poison and has a rage mechanic that triggers if water damage is dealt. Dhartok is often the first boss many new groups aim for in the basement of Sortie. Because of this, it can feel like a big spike in difficulty. When approaching this fight from a melee standpoint, there are 3 goals that need to be accomplished. Make sure you can reach the accuracy requirement, make sure no skill chains occur that will deal water damage, and have a way to handle the poison. In order to ensure you're meeting the accuracy requirements, a DD should aim for around 1400 accuracy before buffs, assuming you have a full potency Madrigal, Honor March, and a Grape Daifuku. That will ensure you're hitting the monster. However, if you're a newer group and have trouble hitting that accuracy threshold, there are things you can add, such as using a Red Mage for Distract or a Geomancer with Indi Precision as needed. Once you're sure that you can hit the monster, you need to make sure that you're not accidentally doing any skill chains that do water damage, like Reverberation, Distortion, or Darkness. Common weapon skills like Torclaver and Tachifudo should be avoided. If you're not sure, you can check by using the skill chain calculator that I've linked below. One important mechanic to this fight is the poison Dhartok deals. It is a special debuff called Taint. Taints cannot be removed by any Nah spells from a healer, nor can it be removed by remedies or other medicine. However, you can remove the poison if you first get the Rekaznar E medal. This is done by killing the Asurient Botulus in the E area. You must kill it with the majority of the damage coming from weapon skills performed behind it to ensure that the chest drops. If you're unable to get the medal, make sure you have a way to avoid the poison such as kiting, or enough damage to kill Dhartok before the poison starts stacking up and increases the amount of damage that you take. After enough stacks, the enemy TP moves will deal increased damage and potentially one-hit kill you and your party members. Another unique mechanic we'll discuss are the miasma clouds Dhartok can spawn. These miasma clouds can spawn after cesspool is used and inflict poison, drown, and magic defense down. These clouds also give Dhartok a regen effect. It is best to move away from these miasma clouds if 2 or more are spawned in one area. The last mechanic to discuss is the weapon skill wall. When doing the melee method, it is important to vary weapon skills to ensure damage is not penalized. If everyone is spamming Savage Blade, your party will not have a good time with this fight. A common approach for newer groups engaging with this content is having one geared DD perform an extended solo skill chain. This method, often using a warrior or samurai, can help make up for under-geared party members and still move through the fight very quickly. If your group is more established, it is best to use multiple weapon skills that synergize to create incidental light-based skill chains such as Black Halo, Upheaval, Savage Blade, and so on. While most melee methods don't use a tank unless you're also fighting Ammonon, newer groups may occasionally bring one as a safety net. An alternative method using a tank includes kiting, which is easily done during this fight due to Dhartok mostly performing ranged attacks. After solidifying hate by spiking enmity at the beginning of a fight, a tank can stay out of range while occasionally using enmity tools to almost completely avoid poison stacks if done correctly. Another common method is using a rune fencer with the magic burst method. This method includes a rune fencer using Rake and Gambit to increase the magic damage, while a scholar performs a 3-step fusion skill chain to open magic burst windows. If you're interested in doing this method, it is important to increase the intelligence of your mages by using a Geomancer's Indi int to overcome the high base stats of the basement boss. As long as you have enough magic accuracy, this is a very safe method and can be extremely effective. Having a Scholar open fusion allows a Corsair and Rune Fencer to extend the skill chain windows, allowing for magic burst windows from the backline. No matter how you decide to take this boss on, as long as you understand the basic mechanics and communicate with your group, it should go smoothly for you. Happy hunting, and I'll see you next time.